We have just learned that the park fire has again grown in size. It is now 307,369 acres. This is a massive wildfire. Now a live look over Tehama County towards Paynes Creek, where the fire has jumped Highway 36. It is very active there. Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe is there on Highway 36 live, a few miles west of Paynes Creek. What's the latest that you can update us on, Margot?
Alan, pretty much what you just said there. The wildfire has grown significantly. Now, I've been about 6 miles west of Paynes Creek, and I did try to get into that area, but the fire was just a little too dangerous out of my comfort zone. But one firefighter told me that the Cal Fire Station in Paynes Creek is still standing, and there seems to be a base established there, but pretty much it is they are in the thick of it a little bit. But I wanted to point you over here. Now, it may be more difficult to see because the wind is pushing the fire more to the northwest area, so the fire is not moving in the direction where you could probably see the glow over the hill here. But let me just try to zoom in, see if I can get you a little bit, because I do see a couple flames raging, which they may look small from a distance, but we know those are large flames destroying a lot of vegetation in this area. Give me a second to focus here. As you can see, there's just 3 little blips. Now, there was a larger glow earlier, but because the wind is pushing that direction, it is moving more north towards what I believe is Manton and towards Shingletown. So it is pushing definitely to the north. You can see that flame right there popping right up. But I have been in this area for a while, and what may be difficult to pick up on the camera that you might not see, but I'm definitely feeling, is the amount of ash that is dropping. The wind is definitely pushing a lot of the ash more north as well, and obviously with embers, those can be a threat where it can spark somewhere else. But if you are in an evacuation zone, under evacuation warning, please be prepared, and if you're under an order, please leave the area. This fire is moving very fast. I've had to move the camera several times over just so you could see this glow, because it's just pushing in this direction so quickly. So I have seen people evacuate. I have seen Cal Fire crews coming in and out, but this is a very active scene. It's a very active fire. So again, if you are under an evacuation order, please leave your area. Reporting live in Tehama County, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now.
Margot, I want to ask you a question. You and I spoke on the phone before the start of this newscast. I believe you spoke to at least one person. So what do you know and what do you not know about the status of Paynes Creek itself and the buildings there?
So one firefighter explained to me that there was an old structure near the fire station that was burned, but I couldn't go anywhere near the fire station because the fire is just right before that entrance into Paynes Creek. So I'm not sure how many structures were lost. I know that's a very small community, but just over this hill, it's just pretty much flames.
All right, thank you, Margot. Again, Highway 36, where Margot is closed to eastbound traffic at Manton Road, westbound from Highway 89. You should avoid the area if possible. And just to give you some perspective on this fire right now, first of all, from its ignition point just before 3 p.m. on Wednesday, now tonight, jumping Highway 36, that is 40 miles north of the ignition point in Upper Bidwell Park in Chico. That fire has burned 40 miles in a little over 48 hours. And again, we've now surpassed the 300,000 acres burned mark. And to put that in perspective, I'm looking at a list of the largest fires in California history, and this includes complex fires. So complex fires are multiple fires all in one area that burn together. So those are larger than standalone fires. You'll recall the Dixie Fire from 3 years ago. That's the second largest fire in California history, the largest single fire. So if we're looking at the acreage tonight on the Park Fire, it is then in 8th place, right now the 8th largest fire in the history of California.